I welcome you especially to this class, okay, and compliments of the season. Okay, we are going to look at a special area or subject in biology which we started already in class. Okay, so and this topic is sense organs. Sense organs. Okay, so what we're going to cover for the few minutes we're going to spend here, we're going to look at the definition of a sense organ, and then we'll look at the structure of the eye, and before the structure of the eye, we're going to look at the receptors, sensory receptors. Look at sensory receptors. Sensory receptors. So three things here we're going to cover. We're going to look at the definition of a sense organ, look at the sensory receptors, okay, that involve sense organs, and then look at the structure of the mammalian eye. Briefly, we won't be able to do the whole of the structure today, but look at briefly about the structure of the mammalian eye as an introduction to it. So let's go quickly now to the definition of the sense organ. What is a sense organ? Now, a sense organ is a specialized organ or specialized cells or tissues that detect stimulus from the environment and transmit the message or impulses to the central nervous system. I said a sense organ is a group of specialized cells that are specialized, that detect stimulus from the environment and transmit or pass the stimulus to the central nervous system. Remember what the central nervous system is made up of the brain and the spinal cord. So a sense organ is a group of specialized cells that detect stimuli or stimulus. Alright, and where the stimulus is from the external environment. They detect it. This stimulus can be pain, it can be temperature, it can be touch, alright, it can be chemical. Okay, these are examples of stimuli. Alright, so the sense organ detect this stimuli from the external environment, and then it will transmit these impulses to where? To the central nervous system. That is, the stimuli is being carried in the form of what? Of electrical impulses or message to the central nervous system. As to the brain and the spinal cord. And of course, when you know that when it gets to the brain and the spinal cord, the brain and the spinal cord afterward process and integrate the message, alright, and then send the appropriate instruction to the effectors, which are muscles and then glands. Muscles, glands, organs, alright? Okay, so that's the definition of the sense organ. Now, like I said, we have 5 sense organs in the human body. We have the eye, the nose, ears, tongue, the skin. So these are examples of sense organs in the human body. Okay. Now, let's move on quickly to the sensory receptors. Sensory receptors. Now, I said that there are 5 sense organs in the body, and these sense organs detect what stimuli, which are what temperature, alright, cold, hot, that's temperature, all of that, and then they also detect what like chemical, okay, so that's what they do. Alright, good. Now, which part of the sense organ detects the stimulus? It is what? The sensory receptors. Sensory receptors detect what? They detect stimulus or stimuli. Sensory receptors are special cells which are present in what? In the sense organs. And what they do is to detect what? The stimulus. They detect it and then it transduce it or convert it into electrical impulses. After they detect the stimulus, they convert the stimulus, the thing, the temperature, they convert it into electrical impulses. And this impulse, the message in the form of these impulses here, is what is taken to where? Is what is taken to the central nervous system. So the sensory receptors are those receptors, special cells, alright, that detect what? The